Hello, and welcome to IG Live. Today is a very special IG Live. As you may know, we may not know, but I'm going to tell you right now. Daniel Gillies and I are doing a panel together tomorrow on Peak, which is a new social platform, link in my bio. And you can get tickets to this panel if you follow that link and you find those tickets there. But we probably need to plan it a little bit. We need to discuss what's going to be said, what's not to be talked about. So I'm going to try and get him on this IG Live now. Let's see if I can get Gillies on this IG Live. And then we will discuss what's to be said and what's not to be said. I've got to lay some ground rules down for him. That's the thing, because he's a little like a child in sort of in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. And I'm sort of like the Willy Wonka of this metaphor, really. You know, just kind of guiding him through this thing. You know, he's sort of the Augustus Gloop of the metaphor here, and I'm the eccentric genius in the top hat, and I do have a top hat. So there we go. So let us see. Okay, here he is. Let's bring him in. Daniel. Oh, hello. God, you gave me a shock then. Terrifying. It's just your face.
Just my face? Oh,
all
sorry.
good.
Sorry.
All good. I will say your hair looks good, though, today.
Oh, come on.
Start with a compliment, then,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Well,
knock him down.
Well, I thought you were being facetious. How are you, man?
I'm well. I'm well. How are you?
I'm pretty exhausted, man.
Pretty tired. Been promoting your movie. You guys probably saw Coming Home in the Dark, and if you didn't, you should see it. It's very dark and very good performances, even by Daniel.
What do you mean, even by?
No, just, you know, it's great. What you did is great. Very good.
But you're sort of making a tier system of where do I rank in the...
All I'm saying is, where was that for 7 years on the originals? That commitment, that discipline, that beard, where was that?
Unbelievable. This is what you guys have to look forward to on the Peak tomorrow. This is all it's going to be.
This is it. We are taking fan questions. You just have to use the hashtag #JoinPeak, and then we will systematically reject them and sort of go off on a tangent of our own.
Yeah. Do you want to open with any of yours? I've got my laptop here. I'm just peering through.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'd love to hear.
Yeah, I've got one from there seems to be a bit of a recurring theme in here, man. They're not very kind to you. Here's here's one. Definitely not Daniel M8. It says, "Were your massive sculpted shoulders exhausted from carrying Joseph Morgan for 8+ hours?" That's not kind. Let's keep scrolling.
That's a little.
Yeah, I'm fine. That's just again the general tone that I'm reading here. This one's Blosev's Organ 69. Joseph Morgan. That's actually a nice one. Joseph Morgan is to acting what Weird Al Yankovic is to acting. Oh, actually, it's not very nice. Sorry, that's not. That's not very nice.
Here's one. I've got. Hang on one second. Daniel Gillies, you portrayed a vampire on the originals, and vampires don't age. What happened? That's not. We don't. That's the kind of thing we don't want in the panel.
Yeah,
that's the kind of thing.
Hold back on this. You know, like I've got a much better one than that to me. This is from Baniel Milligan. who knows who that is? Okay,
I don't know.
it says, Daniel, people have been calling you the Elon Musk of the silver screen. Is that because they can't look at you without thinking of electricity, or because they want to be pregnant with a baby whose name they can't pronounce? Actually, hey, Joe, I've got one. Joseph, this is from Joseph 100% Eats Turd Burgers 101. It says, would you, again, I don't make the rules of the name, so would you ever consider acting in a comedy role that wasn't Klaus Michelson?
Wow.
Oh shit! Again, these are Daniel is a deity who says, working with Daniel has been described as a masterclass in greatness. Talk about how he fostered whatever threadbare talent you never. Shit, I'm so sorry, Joseph.
These are just offensive.
Yeah, I'm scrolling and it's an embarrassment of.
Are they all like that?
Is there greater than 98%? I think. Well, some of them just I can't really read. They're mostly sort of profanity. The ones that I can't. The 2%.
Well, here's one.
Yeah.
This says, Daniel, Elijah had an American accent in present day and an English accent in the flashbacks. Why are you ashamed of your accent?
I mean, I'm sort of enshrouded in
when you're
shame.
about
I wouldn't become an actor. What's that?
I cut out for a second when you were giving your response, which we all wanted to hear, but we don't have time for now.
I've got Joseph. Tell us your favorite story on set that features Daniel's naked thighs. Oh, that's terrible. This is all.
Too many to choose from.
Actually, this is probably a good opportunity for us all to just sort of lay a little bit of
some ground rules.
Yeah, the ground rules for tomorrow. So nothing obscene. Should we say nothing obscene tomorrow?
Nothing obscene. We are allowed to talk about scenes, so don't get confused by the structure of that sentence. We can talk about scenes, but nothing obscene, and obscene scenes are out as well.
Yeah, so don't.
And for those of you who've just joined us, we are talking about a panel on Peak that we're doing tomorrow. It's a new social platform. The link is in my bio. Is the link in your bio?
I'll put the link in my bio, for crying out loud. Stop.
It's like, this is what I'm dealing with here. So just go to my profile and at least you'll know where you are. You'll know where you are with stuff. So yes, it's on Peak. It's a panel with he and I tomorrow. It's going to be 1 p.m. PST, which is Pacific Standard Time. And thank you. And it's going to be, we're going to be taking questions from fans, and we're going to be talking, reliving old times, asking each other questions, and definitely
deep probing
questions, including stories about
I've got a question for you. What's the duration?
Chaps.
What's it? So irreverent. What's the duration? Like, what kind of time are we looking at for?
So it's going to be about half an hour, if we can limit ourselves to that. But who knows? Who knows? It's supposed to be half an hour. I know that. So yeah, and it's going to be pretty exciting. I think I'm excited to turn the spotlight on you and then back on me, because people won't want it on you for very long.
That's true. This year, just keep it where it belongs.
Just on you, and then it's gone back to me.
You almost want to sort of flash to me, just so people can go, like, kind of be reminded of what Gloria. It just it's almost like, how Cindy Crawford has that mole on her face. She almost wouldn't be as perfect if she didn't have the mole. I'm kind of like, you're the Cindy Crawford's face, and I'm sort of the mole.
The mole. Yeah. The mole in thymus.
Yeah, it's just like, this is
frozen in the spotlight, as if caught doing something. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. We're going to be talking about things like the top 20 things that Daniel learnt from me on set. His top 10 favorite things about me. And then just sort of like a random list of like funny stories involving me, probably where I sort of, I don't know,
Yeah.
saved him from something, or kind of showed him up in front of some people, but in a good way. That, you know, that kind of thing.
That I ultimately learned from, and yet that ended up being kind of heroic in a strange way.
Not so much heroic as sort of pathetic, but kind of like a pathetic hero, if you will.
Yeah. So, a masterclass in what not to do.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited by it. It's on peak tomorrow.
Your numbers are plummeting, man. I'm looking at these numbers on here, and it's just the more you
see that. I thought that only I could see.
It's just, and you know what? My face is covered with all of this scrolling information. Have you noticed?
That's how I like it. Tomorrow, I've made a special sort of banner to stick over half of my computer screen, so I don't have to look at you. I just hear your voice coming out of the darkness.
I can't see anything. I can just see, you know, hearts and
emojis
and flags from various countries. We love you guys. Look, come tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. What time?
It's going to be great.
What time are we doing this, Joseph? Jesus.
We're doing this at 1 p.m. PST. That's 10 a.m. Hawaii time, which is where I am. And it's going to be on peak. Follow the link in my bio that might be in Daniel's bio if he gets it together.
Make it.
I don't know.
I'm not. Oh, God damn it.
I'm going to save this as a video so you guys can enjoy it in all its splendor as much as you want afterwards. And Daniel, I think let's leave it there. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Are you?
Yes, I did. Don't you hang up on me.
Oh, I was just away.
Yeah.